Hello and welcome to another video. Today we have part 2 of the My Old Sketchbook series. This time I'm only going to 3 ones because they're kind of long and I don't want to make too long videos. And yeah, let's just get into it. We're starting with 2018. I was in 8th grade at that point, and yeah, I skipped the first page. Anyways, yeah, I started this on the 8th January and ended it on the 10th of February. It's like in my last sketchbook tours, I had these little A5 sketchbooks. This is pretty much the same one but A4, and to this day I don't like these. I wouldn't use them again. I skipped the first page because there's something drawn on it. I didn't do this. It was like this when I bought it. It must have been done by someone in the store. And another skip page because of my hatred of this paper. I had no fun in this and already knew I want to skip as much as possible, but it was more like subconscious. And yeah, on the first page we have a drawing of Torch from its world. And then we have a swatching page and Jake. At this time, this was before Sinister Soul. He was an alcoholic for some reason, and he also wasn't like 16 years old like he is in Sinister Soul. Oh, this is me! This is how I looked like. If you compare this to my persona from today, completely different. Especially the hair, because like I had long hair at that point and I cut it a few years ago and also last year, but it's grown back, so I'm pretty much at that length again, almost. Oh, this smudged a lot. Oh my. I experimented with art styles in class, like I wanted to say bisschen, which means a little in German. I don't know why my German suddenly wanted to came out, but yeah, I experimented a little. This is actually a redraw from a pretty old drawing. Event, because sometimes it'll be like that. I don't have a lot to say, I just felt bad around that time, I guess. And yeah, Goldie Lights. So cute. Oh, this is a fan art for the Count of Monte Cristo. This is Mercedes. I actually redrew this, but you're not going to see the drawing in any of my sketchbook tours because it's in a folder. It's for I Know Those Eyes, This Man Is Dead. I didn't draw a connecting piece to it. And this is also for the Count of Monte Cristo. This is Valentine, and with her song Pretty Lies. This is actually, well, my OC Elvin, and one of my friends OC's Terry. I don't know if he still has him as an OC, but we had this ship and it was very fun. It was my first ship I ever did with someone else of an OC. And this is Roseanne from the musical Dracula. Just how I imagined her, because she doesn't appear in a musical. I've heard there are some versions where they have an actress for her, but there's only a song sung about her. She's dead. This is based on the song Girls, G-R-R-R-L-S by Aviva, I don't know how to pronounce her. This was actually before the animation meme of it was done, the original one, and I already had an idea for it, and I already drew stuff for it, and a couple of months later it came out, and I was like, I still haven't done anything with it until today. I know I could, but I'm lazy. Another song, music, drawing stuff for Problems by Sunwheel. This is Jake, by the way. I just used the wrong color for his hair. You can also see how bad coloring pencils work on this paper. I mean, if you really put effort into it, I think you could do it, and maybe with Faber-Castell polychromos it'll be good, but with cheap ones, no. This was supposed to be Mr. Hyde from the musical Dracula and Hyde. I wasn't even going through a musical phase at this point, I just drew stuff. these are cool, edgy. This was around the time I wanted to draw. I did a lot of edgy stuff. You don't need eyes to see the truth, and real beauty comes from the inside. It's not quotes I thought of, and also not quotes from a song or something. I think I saw another artist, but years or a year before this, draw something pastel gore, I think it was, with these quotes, and yeah. More edgy drawings. This was when I started watercolor, but I had these cheap watercolor cakes, the opaque ones, the chalky ones. Yeah, but it was enough to start with. I didn't get into watercolor seriously, though. I just tried it, but I couldn't really wrap my head around it. Me with some stuff, my glasses, my phone, my laptop, and my drawing tablet, my normal tablet, my headphones, and I think this is supposed to be by Sketchbooks. I didn't actually finish this drawing, as you can see. Another skip page, because, well, I really wanted the sketchbook to be over. I didn't like it. Oh god! Elvin in a dress. I should redraw this one, it's actually funny. You can really recognize my art style, I think. It's always been the big eyes. Always. Well, I really improved with... Oh, this is watercolor stuff. This is so smooth. How did I do that? Tom from Ed's World. I actually wanted this to look different. I think I should redraw it, but maybe with an OC. Because it's really cool and I like the idea with the galaxy stuff. And yeah. This actually looks pretty good. No joke, this looks good. The legs are weird. I remember someone telling me the way I drew legs wasn't good. And I actually talked to that person a couple of months ago about it, and they told me they knew about stylization, but didn't realize how it's used and why and when, and just told me I drew legs weird and it wasn't good. I should try more realistic, and my dumb 13-year-old brain didn't use references for some reason, and the way I drew legs before was actually much better than this. Like, what even is this? But besides that, I think it's pretty good. It's pretty cute. And Unbreakable Heart. It's from a song called by the band 3 Days Grace. Here, try drawing with felt tips. I think my mom brought me felt tip pens because she was on vacation in Thailand. More, I don't. It's pretty funny. I always associated Jake with angels, despite him not even having an angel in his family, and I didn't even have an angel OC back then. But I drew him with big angel wings a lot now. His boyfriend, who is my girlfriend's OC, has wings, angel wings, because he's an angel, and they have a fusion. The shipping name is even called Angelic Souls. Oh, this was from Ways to Fill Your Sketchbook video, and the person who made it was like, take a pen, just go crazy, and then fill the spaces with different colors and try not to make the colors touch or whatever. I still, well, in my current school sketchbook, I did that sometimes. This was actually pretty nice. I didn't do a sketch for this, I think. Oh, I did a sketch, but I mostly just went in. This is also from that Ways to Fill Your Sketchbook video. Just draw in the forms and then give them faces. It's cute. I like this one. Again, something like this. Skip page to waste as much space as possible. That's pretty cool. I think this is ink, black ink, probably from for a fountain pen, or how you call them. I don't know the English word. In German it's Füller, and acrylic I got for Christmas. Oh, it is pretty cute. Oh, this was when I got pro markers. Yeah, this must have been after my first art store trip. I didn't know what to buy and I just bought so much useless stuff. Well, I did end up using it a lot. I still have some of my pro markers from back then that I need to use up. But yeah, nowadays I go more in with a plan of what I want, what I need, what I like to use. Oh, Milo! This is most likely not the first drawing of him. I probably drew him a couple of times on random paper before this. But he was supposed to be a fuckboy character. His story was like pretty cliche, I know, but he doesn't treat his girlfriend's right, breaks up, cheats, whatever. Then there's this one girl and he's too afraid to fall more in love with her, to start a relationship with her, despite him having a huge crush on her, because he doesn't want to hurt her in the end. It's stamped. Now, he's such a different character. I need to make comparisons of them sometime, because it's actually funny how much they've changed. Ew, a fox. I don't remember this OC's name actually. I wish I remembered her name. This is, I think his name was Nox. Oh, Dynamite! He's my second main OC nowadays. Actually, I do a lot related to him recently, because I've been really into him, but his old character design was, wow, that was super edgy. I think this is withdraw? Withdraw? I'm not sure. Yeah, pro marker, so they blend and whatever. A small Jake with weird legs. Me suffering. I had these two blonde strands because about a year before we died, we didn't die, but I got two strands like glued in at the hairdresser, and then we were in Thailand and mother was like, okay, let's take these out and dye them. So we bleached two parts and dyed them pink and red, but the color washed out, so I was left with these two. Nowadays I have pink hair, which I love. I haven't been really happy with my looks before I dyed my hair, but since they're pink, I really like how I look. Yeah. Oh god, I forgot to censor my old username on this one. This is going to have a little other censor on it. Probably a hamster pig again. I remember drawing this picture of Goldilite in Latin class while we were watching a movie about Pompeii, with the volcano that exploded over the city. And Dynamite again. He actually had another name back then, which was my artist name, but it has a triggering word in it, as I mentioned in my last video. If you watched that, if you didn't, that's why my username is censored in here. Anyways, I think this is Alvin. Oh, Mariah! That's so cute. I got these. This is for the felt tip pencils. Pens my mother brought me from Thailand. Oh, this is cute. Itineris. I don't even know why I did the arm sewing. I don't know where I heard that, but for years I thought arms are very long and your hands stop at your knee, but they don't. Your hand is around half of your upper leg, I think. Oh, I actually drew this OC twice and then never again, and I have no use for her. I think her name was Perla, one of my friends suggested that. And that's the end. There's so many pages left, but I didn't want to. Because my mother brought me sketchbooks from Thailand, which are these two ones. So, these are February, March, and April 2018. The reason I chose the three first ones is because at this one or after this one I started developing Sinister Soul, so I think that's a good start for the next video, and let's get into it. I just glue this in here. It was actually torn out and I tore the other half in small pieces because it was a drawing for a friend at that time, and yeah, we're not friends anymore. Anyways, Perla again into human design. I should really do something with her. Oh, this short explanation in German, Lappen is kind of an insult, but also you can use it very funny. And I called Elvin Lappen all the time, like, yeah, he's a Lappen. The literal translation of Lappen is washcloth, wet washcloth, I guess. And I watched this TV show where people were showing their inventions, and one of them had something related with washing cloths, I guess, and she said something with them like, yeah, do you know that when you have a pretty kitchen, but there's this wet cloth hanging around and he stinks, and I drew this with Alvin. Diana. Melanie, this is pretty cute. Charcoal stuff. I'm not really a fan of charcoal. I don't like how scratchy it is. Anyways, I have the same issue with this paper and also the next sketchbook as I have with these ones. The paper is super smooth. If you watched my last sketchbook tour of the old ones, you know how much I dislike smooth paper. Also, you can see how back then I made one drawing for a whole page. Nowadays I don't do that anymore, draw many drawings on one. Milo playing football. I remember the day I drew this, it was my brother's birthday and I didn't want to go celebrating because there were only his friends and no one for me, so I stayed at home. My mother gave me money for McDonald's and I didn't end up going to McDonald's. I went to a bookstore and bought drawing books with like tutorials in them that I actually ended up not liking because it's about realistic art, and that's really not something I enjoy and have never really enjoyed. So yeah, I don't know what this is. I was going through something at that time. Oh, Milan. I think the last drawing you saw of him was in my third sketchbook in the last video. So here we have him again. And again. He's always been one of my favorite OCs. And Dynamite. Elvin. I think this is Dynamite. I wonder in which sketchbook I got over the one drawing per page. This is a fusion of Elvin and Diana. Well, no, she wasn't Diana at that point. I'm not sure. Oh, yes, this is when Jana became Diana, and not only her, but also Mina and Diana. I put them into one character called Diana because I was sick and tired of having 6 siblings and just wanted to have them as 4. So yeah, and this was also when Sinister Soul was slowly starting to develop. I knew I wanted a new story, a completely new different thing. And yeah, you're going to see a lot more about that in my next video. Oh god. Ooh. You can see the long arms. Oh, this could look actually pretty okay if the arms weren't that long. I mean, here it looks good. So yeah, here's a lot of Jake and Dynamite drawings, which means I started associating them together, which I didn't do before. Before that, in the first story, it wasn't pretty much the first one, but it was an early one, the one before Sinister Soul at least. Jake and Dynamite, they didn't have much to do together, except Dynamite being Jake's cousin's girlfriend. Well, at that point, Lindsay wasn't Jake's cousin, and Jake actually had a crush on her for a while, but he had another boyfriend later, who's Say. But yeah, Dynamite was Lindsay's boyfriend. This actually has pretty weird paper. I don't know how it's meant to be, but this page has a little textured paper, and then the next page has smooth paper, and it always changes it. So I was actually able to use coloring pencils in here. I think these are polychromos, but I'm not sure. This was also around the time I got polychromos, like her hair actually looks like a hat. No, I didn't fill this sketchbook completely. Ich bin intelligent. This says I am intelligent, but with an E for intelligence. You write it with I in English, in German too. So, oh, this was for art class. I was frustrated and didn't like the project we had. We were supposed to draw a perspective of a street going over there and a lake on here and trees and stuff, and I didn't have references. I didn't know how to do that. I didn't understand. It was stupid, and no, it wasn't fun in general. Me again, and there we're pretty much at the end of this, I think. Is there more? Oh, there's more. Oh, Benny, I still have her. I just haven't drawn her in ages. Oh god, I think I'm going to draw her soon. Why did I start skipping these pages when I actually like them more? Now we're at the end of it, I believe. Is there more? Nope, nothing. Okay, good. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching. And I hope you're gonna watch the next one, because that's when my art is actually getting better. And yeah, until then, bye!